beauty and kindness.
You're very correct, my dear. She doesn't even treat us as a male servant.
I have been looking for the both of you.
Why?
The queen wants to take a walk, and she requests to take her around the village in order for her to feel the works of nature.
Okay, now let's go. We are behind you.
All of you, don't move an inch from where you are.
And who are you to stop the queen of this land from going to where she wants to go to?
You are no longer the queen of this land. How dare you talk to the queen in such disrespectful manner? And who gave this low life the guts to talk to me, Ola?
Stay out of this.
My king.
What is the meaning of this? Why is this young girl disrespecting me in this manner and you stand there and do nothing about it?
He's no longer your king. Your reign is over.
I beg your pardon?
You heard me clearly. Hand over that crown on your head to me. You're no longer the queen of this land. Your reign is over.
How dare you? My queen, allow me to teach this fool a little lesson.
Stay out of this.
Uzubeji, don't allow me show you my real self. Hand over that crown on your head to me. Your reign is over. Be fast, please. Hand it over. My handsome king, please do the needful.
You are now the rightful queen.
Thank you, my king.
Come.
What kind of dream is this? What has Nzumechi, my daughter, and her husband got to do with royalty? The Chukwu I know is just a commoner. Yes, he's just a commoner. He has no business with royalty. What is going on? Could it be they might become royalty in the future? No, now. No. It's not possible. I got it. Malaria. Yes. This is a good sign of malaria. I need to treat myself. Hey.
Good evening, Mama.
Good evening, Sister Amaka. How are you doing?
I am fine, Mama. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you, Mom.
I was on my way to your house.
To my house?
Yes, Mama.
I hope all is well.
All is not really well. I got a disturbing revelation concerning your daughter, Nzubechi.
My daughter, Nzubechi?
Yes, Mama.
What is the revelation all about?
Honestly, it's not something I should tell you on the road. But you have to embark on 2 days dry fasting and prayer.
Huh? Did I hear you well?
Yes, Mama.
2 days dry fasting?
Yes, Mama. 2 days.
Do you know what dry fasting is all about?
Mama.
I will not eat, I will not drink for 2 days. Is that what you said? Can't you reduce it?
No, Mama. It's for the good of your daughter and that of her family. You have to embark on this in order to avert any projected evil towards her. Please.
I want to dry fasting now. I want to dry fasting. In fact, let me tell you the truth. Tomorrow will not be possible. Cha.
But why?
I have a very serious event to attend tomorrow. I have paid my own levy for it. So I will go and eat and drink my own share of the food and drinks. Because I want to see what does area. So I'm going to walk with you.
Mama, this fasting and prayer is for the good of your child, like I said before. Please, take it seriously. I am begging you. It's just for 2 days.
Mama, I understand you. It's not as if I don't understand what you're saying. I understand you perfectly. But I'm telling you my mind. Tomorrow will not work. Tomorrow it can be next tomorrow or some other time. I can pray any other time now. Because I'm on my way to see a friend over there. You know? I have someone.
Sing now. Sing now.
Dawa.
Nene Udunje chumili. It's not like that. Yeah.
Tell me.
Udunje chumili. You just say Udumara Pogama. Just like that.
No one to put that.
We've not gotten to that side. Just be singing to the chorus now.
Okay.
Nene My voice is cracking. Please get me drinking water.
I'll get you water, but when I get you the water, promise you'll continue singing.
Anything for you, my child. Hurry up with the water.
Sorry.
Thank you. Who is that? Who is that? Kelechi, what is it? Why are you running like so?
Your husband.
I saw your husband lying down lifeless at the farm.
Alichi, what nonsense are you talking about?
Do you really know what you're saying?
I know what I'm talking about now. I'm saying that your father is lying down lifeless at the farm. Follow me so that we'll take him to the hospital together. Follow me. Let's go.
My husband?
Yes.
No, Kelechi, come and help me and bring down this thing, please. Please, help me. Help me bring it down, please.
Let's go. Follow me.
Let's go. Let me lock the door. Don't worry, let's go.
I think you should go home and sleep.
Mom, why do you say so?
It's obvious you're feeling sleepy, so go home and rest.
No, I'm feeling sleepy, but I can't leave you here all alone.
You've been here with me. You've been here with me throughout today. So go home, make something for yourself and eat. Then rest. I can take care of your father alone. I'll be fine, okay?
There is no way I can leave you here. I have to stay with you.
Zara, you're too young to be passing through this stress. Please go home and rest, please.
If that is what it will take for my father to wake up, I'll do it over and over again.
Zara, listen to your mother.
Oh, please don't tell me to go home, because I will not go home.
Doctor, please. Tell me exactly what is wrong with my husband.
Madam, there is nothing wrong with your husband.
How do you mean?
Well, it might sound funny and strange to you at the same time, but your husband is okay. Sincerely, there's nothing wrong with him.
Doctor, how can you say there is nothing wrong with my husband? But he's breathing with the help of an oxygen machine. And he has not opened his eye to say a word to anyone since we brought him here yesterday. Doctor, please, I beg you in the name of God, tell me exactly what is wrong with him. Please, talk to me.
Madam, there is nothing wrong with your husband. All the tests we conducted to ascertain what is wrong with your husband, we didn't find anything wrong with him.
How is that possible? And he has been lying on that hospital bed without opening his eyes, talking to anybody. Chalokwa, doctor, wait, are you trying to say that my husband is trying to play some kind of trick or what?
No, that's not what we're trying to say here. No, your husband is doing perfectly well. Please.
The doctor just told me that nothing is wrong with you. He said that all the tests carried out on you proves that you are medically alright. Yet you are here, breathing with the help of an oxygen machine. I know that all is not well with you. I don't know exactly what is wrong with you. My lovely husband, please, fight whatever it is that has kept you in this condition and come back to us. Come back to me. To our lovely daughter, Chizzy. Please. God, please. Save my husband. Don't let him die. Please.
Zara, you've been very moody since today. What is the problem? I'm fine.
You know very well that you just lied. The question is, why do you choose to lie to us, your friends? Children, what is bothering you?
Zara, please talk to us. You are like your sisters. It's about my father's health. He has not opened his eyes since yesterday. And I'm so scared.
Now I understand, but listen, you need to be very strong, okay? I believe he'll be fine.
Yes, nothing will happen to your father. You girls don't understand. My father has not opened his eyes, said a word to anyone, or moved any part of his body. Since yesterday we rushed him to the hospital.
I can see this is really serious.
Stop that, Alichi. Zara, don't listen to her. I promise you, nothing will happen to your father. He will definitely not die. You think so? I don't think so. I know so.
Don't worry. We'll go and see him today with you after school, okay?
Nothing will happen to you. Just be careful.
Zubechi, you got me scared yesterday. I almost developed high blood pressure. 20 missed calls and you didn't pick any. Yes, you didn't think it wise to call me back.
Mama, I'm sorry about what happened yesterday. It was not intentional.
So what really happened? Oginime?
My husband was found lifeless in the farm. Someone came and told me about it. So we had to rush him to the hospital.
Lifeless? What happened to him? Ogini?
Mama, I don't know. All I know is that he has not opened his eyes or moved any part of his body.
Oh, this is serious.
Mama, it's more than serious.
It's okay, it's okay. I will come and see you people at the hospital. It's okay. God. Lifeless. What kind of problem is this? Hey, Chineke Biko. Biko, 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 Biko. Please, God. Don't allow anything happen to my son-in-law. My daughter Zubechi is still too young to be a widow. Biko no nam, biko no, biko no. Eh?
Okay. Is it getting any better?
No improvement.
No improvement?
He's still the way he was yesterday.
So what did the doctor say is wrong with him?
The doctor said nothing is wrong with him. That's my problem. That's my problem.
How? How can they say nothing is wrong with him, yet he's still lying on that hospital bed?
It's very strange to me. At first, I didn't believe his wife, Zubechi, when she told me that. But when I met the doctor, he confirmed it. I became confused.
Oh, what is going on?
I wish I know. I wish I know. I just pray nothing happens to him. Because I don't understand why the whole test will come out negative and he's still lying lifeless there.
Don't you think we should take him to another hospital?
Another hospital? Are you trying to tell me that the hospital he is now is not good?
I don't know. I'm just confused.
I'm also confused.
Jesus. Daddy, you're awake. Thank God. Thank God. How are you? How are you feeling? Thank God, Daddy. Thank God. Don't worry, let me go and call the doctor. You are at the hospital?
Hospital?
Yes.
What am I doing in the hospital?
It's a long story. Let me just go and call the doctor.
Hold on. Who are you?
It's me, your daughter Chizzy. That is okay, don't stress yourself. Let me just go and call the doctor. Just relax.
No. I think I'll start going before it becomes late.
But Mama, my husband is not yet back. Eh? How can you leave without seeing my husband? I mean, it will not be nice if he comes back and I tell him that you have gone.
But I told you that I'll be attending a meeting. It will not be good if I don't attend the meeting I fixed myself as the woman leader.
I know, Mama. But I still think that it will be nice and wise for you to see my husband before leaving. Because...
But Nne, you really need to talk to your husband. He should stop stressing himself. He just came back from the hospital. Mama,
what haven't I done? I have tried talking to him. In fact, I tried stopping him this afternoon. But no. You know my husband. He's a very stubborn man. To him, he feels he's okay. He can now go about his daily activities.
You still need to make him understand that he's not yet very strong to move around. It's risky. Though the hospital did not dictate exactly what was wrong with him, but I strongly believe that he needs rest.
I'll keep talking. If he comes back, I'll still talk to him.
What is wrong with you? Your boss is okay. Huh? What kind of stupid question is that?
Please, you know you joke a lot. Please, this is... Uncle, please, these people are still confusing me. I need answers.
How can you open your mouth and ask me if Nzubechi and Chizzy are truly your wife and daughter? Uncle,
look, like I said, I'm confused. I really need answers. Seriously. Uncle, I don't know.
If you must know, Nzubechi is your wife. Chizzy is your daughter. Are you okay? Don't ever ask me that stupid question again.
Uncle, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if my question got you angry. I'm sorry. Well, I thank you all the same for helping me get back on my feet again and also helping me out with the hospital bills. Thank you.
You don't need to thank me. I did what I'm supposed to do. You are my late elder brother's only son. And by extension, you are my son too. So I will always stand by you till I take my last breath.
Thank you, Uncle.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Saka. Bellerin. That's good. Now, move forward. Forward. Pepe. They must not score you people, oh. They must not give goal, oh. Stop making noise, there. Okay. What's that noise now? Is see, if we lose this match, if we lose this match because of this shout, what's this now? Oh, no, this one I've collected this thing. Why, what now? What? If we lose this match, me and you people will have problem. Oh. As long as we are losing now, what's this? Sabayos. Hey. Huh? Zaka. Oh, no, now God, this thing, you people are losing. Yeah. Ha. Asna. Oh, Abu Mayan. Let me concentrate on this match. Oh. If we lose because of this shouting, if we lose. Are you stupid? Something wrong with you? Why are you disturbing everybody and disturbing my match? If we lose, if Arsenal should lose,
Rub my waist. Rub it.
Hey, disturbing everybody.
Can't get a taxi, get keke, wheelbarrow, just get anything.
Daddy, do something now.
Over the bar because of this shout. What's this now? What's this? Are you the first person to be pregnant? What's all this nonsense now?
That's why you should have woman that's in pain.
Are you stupid? Is it the way people shout? Is this the way you people shout? What's this now? If we lose this match, anyway.
I think the baby is coming. Don't take it. You see it not there. Sorry. I want to sit down. Now I'm going to look for something. Look for taxi.
Go and look for something.
People are gathered. Wheelbarrow, anything. Just bring something and carry this to the hospital.
See. You have problem. What is this now? I'm trying to concentrate on this match. What's this? You to help me keep quiet. Let us win this match. Saka. Bellerin. That's good. Now, move forward. Pepe. They must not score you people, oh. They must not give goal, oh. Stop making noise, there. Okay. What's that noise now? You see, if we lose this match, because of this shout, what's this now? Oh, no, this one I've collected this thing. Why, what now? What? If we lose this match, me and you people will have problem, oh. As long as we are losing now, what's this? Sabayos. Hey. Oh, no, now God, this thing, you people are losing. Yeah. Asna. Oh, Abu Mayan. Let me concentrate on this match. Oh. If we lose because of this shouting, if we lose. Are you stupid? Something wrong with you? Why are you disturbing everybody and disturbing my match? If we lose, if Arsenal should lose,
Rub my waist. Rub it.
Hey, disturbing everybody.
Can't get a taxi, get keke, wheelbarrow, just get anything.
Daddy, do something now.
Over the bar because of this shout. What's this now? What's this? Are you the first person to be pregnant? What's all this nonsense now?
That's why you should have woman that's in pain.
Are you stupid? Is it the way people shout? Is this the way you people shout? What's this now? If we lose this match, anyway.
The baby is coming. Don't take it. Don't take it. He's here, not there. Ah! Wow! Sorry. I want to sit down. I want to sit down. Now I'm going to look for something. Look for that. Go and look for something. Go and look for something. Go and look for something. People are gathered. Wheelbarrow, anything. Just bring something and carry me to the hospital. Ah! See. Where you have problem? What is this now? What is this now? I'm trying to concentrate on this match. What's this? You two help me keep quiet. Help me keep quiet. Let us win this match. Let's win this match. We are going to education. Hey.
Doc. Oh, Mr. Chukuma.
They said you sent for me. Sorry, I have not been able to come. I've been very busy.
Not a problem.
Oh, no problem.
No problem at all.
Okay, good.
Oh, it's about your wife.
You mean that woman?
Oh, yes.
What did she do?
She gave birth to a baby boy, but then
okay.
We lost him.
Wait, Doc, I don't understand you. She gave birth to a baby boy, you lost him. Doctor, educate me because I'm not understanding you.
While in the theater, she found it difficult to push, so we opt for an alternative, which is the CS. Mr. Chukum, I'm sorry we lost the child.
Doctor. Doctor,
I understand how you feel. Please, take it easy on yourself. Okay?
That child is supposed to be my child.
Yes, it is.
A boy?
Yes, it is.
And you lost it?
Yes, sir.
And you understand how I feel? You don't understand how I feel.
Mr. Chukuma, please. You don't understand how I feel. Take it easy, okay?
You deliberately killed my son. No, I said it. No. She's not my wife. No, she's not my wife. She can't be. She's just a devil who wants to destroy my life. And I will never allow her to succeed. She will remain in that hospital because I will not pay that hospital bill. Never.
You people are on 2-0. You should maintain this lead, though.
Asna.
Daddy, please now. Please.
Come, what is it, this girl? Can't I have peace?
Daddy, please. My mother needs you now more than ever. Come and pay her hospital bill so she can come back home.
Pay whose hospital bill? Come back here. You want her to come back here? And I don't know why you're even calling me that thing. What's daddy? Who is your daddy? Do I know you? I don't know you. I don't know that woman. You're begging me to go and pay hospital bill for somebody that couldn't do a simple thing that every other woman has been doing in this village. A woman that killed her own son. Killed her son because she doesn't like boys. She likes girls. I'm not giving one kobo to that hospital. Do you understand me?
Daddy, this is the 5th day she's staying there. Please save us this great embarrassment.
And you people should save me the embarrassment of trying to get into my life. I don't know you people. What is this now? Okay, now. How old are you? Answer me now.
15.
15. Alright. What class?
SS2.
SS2. Science or commercial student?
Science.
Science. Good. Fine. If you mix white paint and black paint, what is the result? What color will come out?
Neutral grey.
Neutral grey. Eh? Good. Now, see my color. See your mother's color. Black. See how you came out. Is there anything neutral about you? Eh? You are fully black. Is there anything neutral about you? And you want me to go to where to pay what hospital bill? My friend, leave this place also, so. Stop! Go and leave here! Nonsense. You want to claim what you are not. How can my child come out with this color? Nothing neutral about you. You're coming to come and claim what I don't know.
Mama, you're not sounding fine. Is anything the matter?
There's no problem. I am fine. How are you doing?
I am fine, Mama. But truth be told, I don't believe what you just told me now.
My daughter, I am not feeling too fine, but I am taking adequate medication. Don't worry, I will be fine soon. I'll be fine. Oh, God, Mama. Please, I don't want you to start bothering yourself about me. You know.
How do you mean? You are my mother. It is my duty to take very good care of you.
I know, my daughter. But trust me, I'll be fine. Oh, I just got to know how you people are doing. Please take good care of yourself, your husband, and my granddaughter. Please.
No problem, Mama. Please take very good care of yourself too.
I will. Oh, God, I thank you. Thank you for making me to convince her that I am better and can take care of myself. I don't want her to start stressing herself, coming to see me with her pregnancy almost due for delivery. God, Chineke,
Sorry. You're not looking bright. How did it go? Any good news?
No good news. Still the same.
So he has refused to pay the hospital bills.
I don't know why Daddy has decided to treat you this way. Did you do anything to him that made him angry?
My child, if I knew what I did to him, I would have asked for his forgiveness. I didn't do anything to him. God, please help me. How do I get out of this disgrace?
Mom, I'll have to go and meet Grandma. This nonsense has to stop.
No, my child. You don't have to. Please, I wouldn't want my mother to know my present condition. Please.
You need to leave this place as soon as possible.
I know. But my mother is sick. I wouldn't want her condition to get worse. Sarah, I strongly believe that your father will pay the bills. Okay?
It's okay. We'll be fine.
My friend, why is there no food on that table? Answer me, why is there no food on that table for me to eat?
There is no food in the house.
You say? You say? What kind of lie is that? Listen, after you finished eating in the afternoon, I went to that kitchen. I checked and I saw food in the pot. So tell me now why I don't have food on this table for me to eat.
I took the remaining to my mother at the hospital.
Wait, you took food to that woman who killed her son. Are you mad? Is something wrong with you?
Daddy, my mother needs to come back home. Oh. She can't be at that hospital suffering now. We are here.
Okay. Alright. And now see. We are now mates, You now talk to me anyhow. You can challenge me. I hope that place your mother is in is wide enough. Because you will soon share space with her. Yes. You will have a bed for yourself in that ward. Keep talking to me like that. When I don't know you.
She's your wife, oh. Go and bring her back.
Yeah, Chukwuma, what is this rubbish I heard about you? What is this rubbish I heard about you? Abandoning your wife at the hospital.
Who is spreading rumor now?
So you have the guts to answer my question with another question. Chukwuma, what is wrong with you? Have you gone mad? Or what?
Uncle, I've not gone mad. But what I'm mad about is that woman you say is my wife killed my son.
Will you shut up? Are you stupid? How do you think that is possible? How do you think she will kill her own child after what she went through for 9 months? Oh, Chukwuma, your parents will be so ashamed of you in their graves. By the way, who is feeding your head with all this nonsense?
Uncle, nobody is feeding my head with anything. Nobody. It's just that I cannot have those people in my house. This is not possible. I mean, how can I be having those people in my house? For what reason?
Shut up! Shut up! Now listen to me. You have to go to that hospital. Pay their bills. Bring them back. Did I make myself clear?
Uncle, but
shut up!
Uncle, but I
shit! Mitchell, did I hear you say but? Chukwuma, don't try me. Don't try me. I am a moving train.
Where is that your Chizaram?
Good afternoon, my husband.
My friend, where is that your Chizaram, please? Wait, so you people, you and your daughter, you want to cause problems between myself and my uncle?
How do you mean?
How don't I mean? You and your daughter want to cause problems between myself, my very self, and my people,
Honestly, my husband, I'm lost. What are you talking about?
Okay. Well, that's your business. I have paid the hospital bill. You are free to go.
Oh, thank you, my husband. Thank you. God bless you. I knew you would never abandon me. Thank you.
By saying you are free to go means you should never ever return to my house again. Thank you.
How? I don't understand. Where do you want me to go to?
Listen, what I'm trying to tell you is this. I don't know you. I am done with you forever and ever. You can say amen. Don't come back to my house.
Chimekwe na riri buemu n'ụwa. Enu adegwu, enu adegwu. Chimekwe na riri buemu n'ụwa. Obuzi onye ka mejọrọ, obuzi onye ka mkwujọrọ n'ụwa mo. Obuzi onye ka mejọrọ, obuzi onye ka mkwujọrọ n'ụwa mo.
What are you doing here? What are you two doing here now?
My husband, I'm just coming back from the hospital. Why will you ask us what we are doing now?
And what did I tell you? Did I not tell you not to come back to this compound? Who's your husband? After all the bad news that you started bringing to my life, who's your husband? After everything you have done?
But Daddy, what did Mommy do for you to be treating her this way?
Shut up your mouth there. Are you mad? See, I don't want problems, You and this thing. See, you and this thing. Leave my compound right now. Leave my compound right now.
Leave your compound? To where? I'm not going anywhere. This is my husband's house.
You say?
I'm not going anywhere.
You say? Are you stupid? You're not going where?
Why are you beating Mommy now? We are not going anywhere.
You say what? You say?
See, my brother, I'm not pleased with the way you treat your family. Nobody's happy about that.
Wait, are you still talking about this? What's wrong with you? Wait, is this the reason you came?
Wait, is that not enough reason for me to come and see you? Okay, come to think of it. How can a once peaceful and a loving man like you just change overnight?
See, what is wrong with you people now? What is this now? I keep repeating this thing to you and your father. We need to stop this thing. Look, I cannot remember marrying anybody called Nzube or fathering anybody called Chizaram now.
Why do you keep talking about your family like this?
Doesn't make any sense. What do you mean? Why would I talk about this like this? What do you mean? I'm telling you, I don't. Why are you people trying to confuse me? Why are you trying to confuse me now when I know that you and your father are my only surviving family members, and you now are trying to confuse me, telling me I have an extended family?
See, Chuma, if this is a joke, just stop it. It's not funny at all.
If this is a joke, you people should stop it too. Stop it. Stop it now. I'm telling you people this. I don't know these people. I don't know these people. I don't even know how you people convinced me to come and let these people be squatting in my house. I don't know. What is this? If not for your father, do you think these people will still be squatting in my house?
Wait, Joe. Are you the one speaking or something else is speaking through you?
Listen, I am the one speaking and I know myself. Let me prove it to you. I know your name is Emeka. You're my cousin. I know your father's name, Ojuku. I know that Ojuku is my uncle. I am sure my name is Chukuma and I am single and still searching. Thank you. If you don't have anything to say, go. You understand me? The one I wanted to
Chimekwe na riri buemu n'ụwa. Enu adegwu, enu adegwu. Chimekwe na riri buemu n'ụwa.
This witch. What is your problem? No, tell me, what is your problem? What is your problem this week? What is your problem? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? What did I do to you? Am I the only man? No, tell me, am I the only man? Am I the only light-skinned man? No, tell me, if you like light-skinned men, why me? Why only me? And the other ones? How can you like a light-skinned man when your heart is black? No, tell me now, how can you like a light-skinned man when your heart is black?
My husband. What is this? What have I done to you to deserve all these names calling?
Why would I call you names? Give me a reason I won't call you names. Why did you go and report me to Emeka?
Me?
Yes, you.
I did not report you to anybody.
You didn't report me to anybody. Then why did Emeka come here to start interrogating me? For what reason?
I did not report you to anybody.
You didn't report me. You see what I hate in my life? I hate pretenders. And I hate the fact that you know how to act too much. You know how to pretend. You pretend so much. You know how to pretend. See, this your evil act. You just know how to pretend, but it's very glaring. It's very glaring that you're just a pretender.
My husband, what? Honestly, I don't know what to say again. God in heaven knows that I did not report you to anyone.
God in heaven knows I'm telling you this now. Listen, you had better desist, because if you do anything in this world to separate me and my people or cause problem between me and my people, you have another thing coming. Again, let me sink it in. If you ever in this life bring any problem between myself, my people, and that my favorite uncle, I'll kill you.
Has it gotten to this extent?
I've told you my own.
You are threatening me, your wife.
Whose wife? Who's your husband? Be deceiving yourself there. I've said my own, no. Leave myself and my people alone. I'm not the only light-skinned man in this village or in this world. Find another one. I've told you.
My father's attitude towards my mother has really changed.
How do you mean?
Since my father came back from that hospital, he has changed. He's no longer the father I used to know.
Chizzy, can you break things down so that I can understand what you're saying?
My father is no longer the loving and caring man I used to know. He's gradually turning into a beast.
Chizzy, please mind the things you're saying about your father.
I'm serious. The maltreatment my father is dishing out to us, especially to my mother, is becoming too much.
I can see you're really serious about this.
Why would I joke with something as serious as this? Alichi, we're really suffering in that house.
Lord have mercy. And what is your mother doing about this?
Poor woman. What can she do? I think my mother is helpless because of the fact that she loves my father so much and can't let go of him. I wish I could wake up one morning and realize that all of these things are dreams.
Sorry. Don't worry, everything will be fine very soon, yeah?
It's okay. So, can we go to the stream together?
Okay.
Let me go get my bucket.
Okay.
Job. She's not supposed to be doing this now. She just returned from the hospital after undergoing a serious operation. Mommy, why are you endangering your life?
I know, my child.
But Mommy, what is the but that is making you risk your life?
I need to prepare food for your father. I don't want his problems.
It's okay. You shouldn't be doing this. Just go rest while I chop the firewood.
Thank you, my child.
It's okay.
God will bless you for me. Be careful, okay?
Yes, let me put the water.
Beautiful thing, Mama, they got me jealous.
why are you doing this kind of job? You're not supposed to be doing this now. You just returned from the hospital after undergoing a serious operation. Mommy, why are you endangering your life?
I know, my child. But I need...
Mommy, what is the but that is making you risk your life?
I need to prepare food for your father. I don't want his problems.
It's okay. You shouldn't be doing this. Just go rest while I chop the firewood.
Thank you, my child.
It's okay.
God will bless you for me. Be careful, okay?
Yes, let me keep the water.
Oh, what's this girl's name? Where's the food now? Ha! Fast. It's us! Go! Where is she? Where's that woman? Where's that woman? Where's that woman?
She's inside. She's sleeping.
Your mother, she's sleeping. You see why I say she's stupid and she's also useless? Because how can somebody who doesn't pay rent, who is squatting in somebody's house, be sleeping when the landlord is awake? Go, that old stupid woman, please.
My mother is not.
What's this?
Daddy, why now?
Why would you cook this? Eh? How could you cook this poison? Too much salt. This salty soup, who prepared it? How did you prepare this salty soup?
Daddy,
you must kill me.
I was the one that prepared the food.
You?
Yes.
You did? Uzube, you see why I say you are not only stupid, but you hold another office of being useless. I mean, how can you be staying in somebody's house and not paying rent, and then you feed him poison? Eh? At the same time, you claim to be a mother, and you have a daughter of this age and standing, and you didn't teach her how to cook. You teach her how to make poison. You are a failure. You understand me? You are a failure, and you are an upcoming failure. That's who you are.
Take it easy.
Are you stupid? Listen. Now let this be the first and the last time two of you will prepare poison for me. You understand me? Do you understand me? Take this nonsense out of my sight.
But you know I cannot cook. You know I cannot do anything now. The doctor wants me not to do anything stressful. Why are you doing this?
Then if the doctor doesn't want you to stress, let the doctor take you to his house now. Let the doctor marry you. What are you doing in my house? You're not paying rent. You're not doing anything, and you're feeding me this rubbish. Don't enter my house with this soup. Take this nonsense away from here. Nonsense. Let the doctor marry you now.
They say love is a beautiful thing. Mama, Diego, me love. They say love is a beautiful thing.
Mommy, I'm sorry. Please forgive me.
You don't need to apologize to me. It was not your fault.
It's totally my fault. Because I was the one that asked you not to prepare the food. And I was also the one that prepared the salty food. It will not happen again, Mom, please.
It's okay. Like I said before, it was not your fault. What I don't know is why your father is acting this way. I don't know.
Mom, is he truly my father?
Chizaram, shut up. How can you ask me such a question?
Mommy, don't shut me up, because I want to know. Is he truly my father?
Yes, he is your father. Your biological father.
Then why the sudden change? Why is he now treating us this way?
Mama, all of a sudden, Chimo, all of a sudden.
It's okay, my child. Everything will be fine. Okay?
Mommy, here's your breakfast.
Thank you.
Mom, I'm sorry, I woke up late. I couldn't fetch water. When I return from school, I'll fetch water and wash my father's clothes.
It's okay, my child. No problem.
Okay. Make sure you take your drugs, too.
I will.
Okay.
And make sure you take good care of yourself.
I will. Bye.
Bye.
Huh? Huh? Hey! What kind of temptation is this? My clothes are still not washed by this time. Why is this woman trying to bring out the beast in me now? Why? I can't take this rubbish, oh. I can't be putting people in my house and I'll be taking rubbish from. Who's the bed? Wait. So you're eating?
Good morning, my husband. Yes, I'm eating. You can sit and join me.
Will you shut up? Will you just shut that thing you call a mouth up and carry that your useless greeting away? What is good about this money when you've already spoiled it for me?
My husband, I am confused. What have I done to you today again? It's still too early.
What haven't you done? Why haven't you washed my clothes? That's my question.
I'm sorry about that. Chizaram woke up late. She couldn't go to the stream before going to school. So when she returns from school, she will go to the stream, fetch water and wash your clothes.
She will fetch water, wash the clothes.
Yes.
Okay. What is your name?
I
said, what is your name? Answer me now, what is your name?
My name is Nzube.
Nzu. Answer me now.
Hello, don't you know my name again?
Let me hear you now. What is your name, please? What's your name?
Nzube.
Again?
Nzube.
Again?
Nzube.
Again?
My name is Nzube.
Fantastic. Good. Now, what do you say you are to me? Answer me now.
Look, how can you ask me such a question?
What did you say you are to me?
Of course I am your wife. Everybody knows that.
You say you are my... What did you say you are to me?
I'm your wife.
Again?
I'm your wife.
Again? You say you are my...
I am your wife. Your wife. Your wife.
Good. Now, didn't tradition teach you that anybody who claims to be a wife...
Claim.
Are you stupid? Let me finish what I'm saying. Let me repeat myself. Didn't tradition teach you that anybody who claims to be a wife must early in the morning check if clothes are dirty? For specifics, check if her husband's clothes are dirty and must wash them before anything.
Like I said, I'm sorry. You know my condition. You know what the doctor said.
Stand up. I said stand up. Get out of here. Rubbish. I said leave here. Go stupid thing. Better wash those clothes, oh. Wash those clothes. There are still other dirty ones in that room. They are doing what? Better wash the clothes, so. Yeah, you are eating. Foolish thing. You are eating. You are eating.
You have to take it easy with them. They are part of you.
Which people are part of me? See, I find it hard to believe this thing you and your father are saying, no.
Are you saying that me and my father are liars?
I'm not saying you're liars, but it's impossible now. Look at it now. Look at my color. Look at that girl's color. How possible? How possible? I mean, how can we, me and that woman, have a child that is of that girl's age?
Now I understand. See, Chukuma, since you seem to have forgotten, you and Nzubechi were secondary school lovers. The love both of you had for each other were so much that she took him for you when you were still in SSS3 and she was still in JSS3. Because of the love you both had for each other, you both decided to get married. Simply because you were the only child of your parents. These things that I'm telling you happened 16, 15 years ago. Nzubechi is your lover now. Come on, Nzubechi is your wife. Chizaram is your daughter. Why are you looking at me like that?
Why are you telling me this rubbish? Why do you want me to believe this nonsense you just said?
Oh, you still think I'm lying?
I don't know what you stand to gain.
What will I gain?
That's the problem. I don't know what you stand to gain. I don't know. I don't know. Listen, if you people want me to settle down, at least you people would hook me up with somebody who doesn't have a child. A young girl, single. Don't come and give me somebody who already has a child. 15 years.
Chizaram is your child now.
Please stop this thing. Whose child?
She's 15 years.
Please stop this thing, please. Do you see her height? Somebody that is almost as tall as me. You are telling me that person is my child.
15 years old. What do you
Stop
expect?
that thing. Stop that thing, please.
Come on, I still don't even believe that you're the one saying this.
I'm the happiest person in the world.
Really?
Yes. I wonder what you could have done if I was too close to you. Do you know I did not read last night?
I read through the night. In fact, I didn't go to the stream and I didn't wash my father's clothes because I woke up late.
I don't need to be told. Thank you so much for helping me. I truly appreciate it.
You're welcome.
But my only concern is that Ola could not come to school today.
Actually, I read for her.
What? You were able to read for her? Wow, you're such a wonderful person. I'm glad you met a friend like you. Don't worry, I'll be the one to push your plans.
No, you don't have to do that. I did what I would have done as a friend. We've got 35 hours together.
You're back from school. No, don't worry, don't worry.
Mommy, why do you like suffering yourself?
My dear, you will not understand.
What do you mean I'll not understand? But I remember telling you that I'll go fetch the water when I come back from school.
I didn't want to do it, but your father forced me. He said I should go and fetch water and wash his clothes. He didn't even allow me to eat the food you prepared for me before going to school.
Huh? Mommy, that man is wicked, oh.
No. No, my child. No matter what happens, don't call your father wicked, okay? Please. Let's go inside.
Are you sure you don't know?
I'm okay, I'm fine. I'm fine. Let's go.
Greetings, Dad. I came to know if I should serve your food.
Are you still there? Come on, go and get anything that is called food you have there.
Daddy, my mother is not feeling fine. Her ill health is as a result of the chores you asked her to do. Please, Daddy, stop sending my mother on errands. I can do the chores. I don't want anything to happen to her. Please.
You see, if by the time I take this into my mouth, it goes through my throat, into my stomach, and I attempt taking another one, and you happen to still be there kneeling down, whatever you see, take it. What's this rubbish now?
My love, stop shouting.
What's this? Come on! Shit! Which one are you tapping my current? What's this? What's this now? Wait, haven't I told you not to come into this room again? Or is it because I left the door open? What's this nonsense now?
My love.
Look, wow. Come on, leave me alone. What's this one now?
Why are you acting as if you don't know?
I don't know what. What is this? What's this? What's this? What kind of place is this one now? Who is playing with you? What's this nonsense? When did this one start? Because you can get out of this room, what's this one?
Get out of our room? How can you ask me to get out of our matrimonial room?
Our matrimonial room. When did you and I own this room?
I'm your wife, I'm your woman. I have feelings. You're the only one that can fulfill those feelings. Make me feel like a woman, please.
What feelings? What's this now? What's this nonsense?
Make me feel like a woman. I can't get it outside. I can't get it from another man. It's just you.
I said, come on, leave me alone. I said it. I couldn't have married you. I couldn't have married this thing. I couldn't have. I know myself. I know myself. And I know my spec. I couldn't have married you. It's impossible now. It's impossible. How can I marry somebody like you? Earlier, you said you needed money to go to hospital. That you were sick. Now, you're asking for touch. For a man to touch you. Are you not ashamed of yourself? Are you not ashamed of yourself? Tell me, are you not ashamed of yourself? Are you not ashamed? It's only prostitutes who do this. Are you a prostitute? You are a prostitute. Woo! You are a prostitute.
Wait, Chukoma. Did you just call me, your wife, a prostitute?
Yes, now.
Are you for real?
What are you? Do I look like I'm joking? I'm not a prostitute. Okay, leave my room, also, sir.
I am not going anywhere. This is my matrimonial room. I have to fulfill your duty. It will help in my healing process. Do what you have to do, please.
See, if I ring you this bottle for head, your life will never remain the same. Come on, leave this room, also. What kind of prostitute lifestyle is this one? You are who? My friend, leave here. I will ring this for your head, though. Get out of here, what rubbish? Come on, leave here! Nonsense. Whether they use light-skinned man to do you tell me. Prost.
Obim, you asked me to meet you here. But you have not said a word to me ever since I came here. Please, what is the matter? You are even silent. You were crying. Oh my God. Obim, what is the problem? Please talk to me.
Obim, do you really love me?
You don't get it. I am living because of you.
Your love is like a breath of fresh air to me. In your presence, my heart is happy.
Listen, as a matter of fact, we are created to be, never to be separated by the vagaries of life. I love you from the depth of my heart. Please talk to me, my love. What is the problem?
That's it. I don't know how to say it.
Just say it the way it is.
I'm pregnant. Obim, I'm pregnant for you.
You can't be serious, right? No, you're joking.
I'm not joking. Obim, I'm not joking. I'm pregnant. Please, don't leave me now. Do not deny me. Don't abandon me. I don't have any other person but you.
It's okay. It's okay. Jua, I'm not going to disappoint you. Okay? I will never deny you. Not today, not tomorrow, not any time. You are going to keep this pregnancy.
Huh?
Yes, I want to marry you.
How?
Yes, you are going to keep it. I'm going to marry you.
But how? We're still students. How are we going to cope?
I don't know how it's going to happen, but I know you are going to keep this pregnancy. Okay? You are not going to die. You will keep it. I promise myself that I want to see you happy all the rest of your life. Obi, where are you going under this hot, unfriendly sun?
Obi, I want to go to the market and get some foodstuffs for us to eat.
What kind of foodstuff is that? Why are you suffering yourself and our unborn baby? Why?
Suffering? Obi, are you saying we will no longer eat anymore? Yeah.
No, that wasn't what I said. You could have at least waited for me to return from the farm so I can go and help you get it.
Yeah.
Other than stressing yourself under this scorching sun.
How can you say I should wait for you to come back before going? Now. Obi, it's not right.
Listen. I made a promise to myself that I will always make you happy all the rest of your life. I can't go back on that promise. Do you understand? I will do everything within my powers to always fulfill that promise I made.
Obi, must you always do this?
You don't understand. Please, I don't want you to suffer yourself and our unborn baby. Let's go back home, please. Oh, yeah.
You always make me feel like a queen. This thing is heavy on your
Of course you are a queen to me.
Wow. Hey, my love. This is very amazing. I love it.
I know it's this. I know. I'm glad you love it.
Thank you so much. You have eyes for beautiful things.
Of course. The best for my family.
And that is why you're the best husband in the whole world.
And you're the best dad.
And you're the best daughter, and your mother is the best.
Wow! So tell me, what are we celebrating today?
Well, we are celebrating happiness. We are celebrating peace of mind and progress in our family.
My love, I couldn't have asked for a better husband from God. You are just the best. You're wonderful, and I love you.
I love you too. I love you, my wife. I love you.
Whoa, I'm still here.
Sorry. Go to your room now. Your room.
That's where I'm going.
Good night.
Good night.
Adult time.
You were a loving and caring father. A father that could do anything to make his family happy. What is this sudden change that is tearing us apart? God, please, Save my family. Save my husband.
Mom, you're still awake. What are you doing here by this time of the night?
Nothing. I just want to relax here. I just want to relax. I just want to sleep.
Why have you chosen to lie to me? He chased you out of your room. This is not the first time he's doing this. Mom, I still don't understand why you allowed us to stay with a man that doesn't want us around.
He's my husband. Your father.
I really doubt if you're telling me the truth. Mom, he has said it several times that he doesn't know us.
My child, believe me, he is your biological father. He married me legally.
Then why is he denying us?
I don't know. Maybe whatever that happened to him that made us take him to the hospital must have affected his brain or memory.
But he remembered his uncle, his cousin, and everybody around him. Mom, are you sure there's something you're not telling me?
You have to go to school tomorrow. And it's late, so go and sleep. Now, it's your rest.
Where's your father?
He went to the palace to see the king. You look angry.
Yes, I'm angry. I'm very angry. Emeka, see him. If you're the son of your father, do your father this favor. In fact, do our family this favor. Go to my house. Tell Nzube and her daughter to leave my house before I kill them.
What did your wife and your daughter do that you now want to kill them?
I keep telling people, those people are not my wife and my daughter. I don't know these people. How can I marry a witch and her daughter
There
now?
you go again. This Betty I know that you got married to is not a witch.
That person in that house is Nzube Kwensu, not Nzubechi. I'm trying to tell you something. See, she tried to kill me in my dream. Yes, she tried to kill me in my dream because I told her not to sleep in my room.
You did?
Of course.
Why are you acting like that?
I don't want to die. I don't want to die. And I keep telling people I don't want to die. I don't want to die. You made me kill this person first, though.
Chukuma, I think your problem is nothing but just your mindset. I can just wake up and ask your wife and your daughter to leave the house. Things are not done that way.
See, the problem I'm having right now is why you keep supporting these people.
Because I'm telling you the truth.
Because you are stupid. You are foolish. You are useless.
Okay.
Listen, tell those people to leave my house, oh. If not,
Chukuma,
tell them to leave my house, oh. If you don't want to come and give me rice in prison.
Let's
okay.
follow you all.
All right.
Mess yourself up. Rubbish.
You mean all this has been happening and no one bothered to tell me?
My mother said I shouldn't tell you. She feels everything will be fine.
Fine no de diaga. Chekwa no fine no okay no de fine no. Hey! Hefukwa no mo. Chukuma, you have really pity more than you can chew.
Grandma, is he my biological father? If he is, did he marry my mother legally?
He is your biological father. And he married your mother legally.
Why is he then treating us this way?
I wish I know.
Grandma, you really need to do something.
Oh yes, I have to do something. I must do something. But for now, I will give you money to give to your mother.
Yes.
She has to go to the hospital.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I will do something.
Chukuma.
Zaram, how could you do this? Who sent you?
Nobody sent me, Mom. I acted on my own.
Why?
I couldn't sit back and watch you die.
And who told you I was going to die?
Mother, you're sick. He needed money to go to the hospital. And it's so obvious that that man will not pay our hospital bills. Besides, the maltreatment is too much. I needed someone to talk to.
Zaram, I understand. But I don't want you running to my mother anytime we have problem. I don't want her to know anything that is happening in this family. We should be able to handle whatever that comes to us.
Oh, we've been trying. It's not working.
Very soon, everything will be fine.
When will it be fine? When we are all dead and buried.
Shut up, Zaram. Everything will be fine. We're not going to die. Nothing will happen to us. And stop referring to your father as that man. Please, let it not happen again.
I don't know what you want me to say. The more I try to convince myself that that woman and her daughter are my wife and child, the harder it is. I don't know.
Chukuma, are you trying to say that your uncle, is lying to you?
Uncle, I don't know. I don't know.
You don't know. Chukuma. Chukuma. I called you 2 times. I want you to know that your late parents were not in support of you getting married to her. But it was when it was confirmed that she was carrying your baby and your insistence on getting married to her on the ground that you love her so much, they had no option than to give their consent. Chukuma, I want you to get one thing clear. That girl has gone through a lot because of you.
Papa, I've told him all these things. I told him all these things, but he didn't believe me. Chukuma, are you convinced now?
I'm not convinced anything. I don't know what to tell you people again. Me, I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced.
Whether you are convinced or not convinced, you must accept them. You must learn how to live with them. I can't watch you push them away. It's not possible. Not Oju.
Uncle, I don't feel anything for that woman. No. I don't feel anything for that woman. I don't feel anything for this. I don't feel anything for her. I can't imagine myself living in the same house with her. It's not possible.
This is a woman you once loved so much. This is a woman you could kill or die for. See, try and bring back the love you once had for her.
My friends, come, keep quiet. If adults are talking, you are talking. What do you know about love and relationship?
Chukuma, it will be over my dead body that will push your wife and child out of your house. It is not done. Let me tell you one thing you should be doing. And you have to do it regularly, on daily basis. Sleeping with her. Yes! For you to see if you can get a male child that will take over from you when you must have journeyed to the great beyond. Yes! You can't remain like this. You will grow old like me and possibly transcend this thing you're doing? Chukuma, grow up! Grow up!
What? Grow up, Joe. Get away. You see this small boy telling me grow up. What is it? Okay. Tell your father that I'll come and see him, eh? Alright. Okay. Open the door, the owner of the house is here. What's that their useless name again? Nzube. Chizaram. Nzube. Chizaram. I said the landlord of the house is here. Nzube. Chizaram. What rubbish is this? What kind of disrespect is this one now? Nzube. Chizaram. What's this rubbish now? What kind of disrespect is this one? How would they leave somebody's house and they won't inform the owner of the house? They will not take my kindness for granted. What's that her useless number that she put on my phone? Because God knows I'm not the person who put a useless number on my own phone. Switched off. Ha. Only useless people will never pick their calls. Useless people. Where are these people from? Nzube! Chizaram! What's wrong? Nzube! Where are you heading to? Where are you coming from?
I went to, I went to see.
You went to see? You went to see?
No, come on.
You still smoke wee, eh?
No, where are you going to?
You still smoke that nonsense, eh?
You don't start.
I don't start. Anyway, I went to, I'm looking for those people, you people who said are my daughter and my wife. Because those people, they move around everywhere in this village. I've looked for them in every possible place they might have been, but I've not seen them. So I don't know where to find them now.
I don't even understand. You're talking about your family, Nzube and Chizaram.
I am talking about those people you said are my wife and my daughter, Nzube and Chizaram. Yes, I can't find them. I can't find them.
Why are you looking for them?
The problem is I went to my house, a house that I built with my money, a house I built with my money. I went there and I couldn't enter inside because the tenants there or the visitors or the squatters, what would I even call them? They left there without telling the owner that they are leaving.
I don't understand you. Are you not supposed to have your key?
Well, the problem is I didn't take my key. But is that a reason they will leave the house? A house that they are squatting in? Is that a reason that they will live there? For what reason now?
I'm sure they will return soonest, but stop talking about your family like that. It doesn't make any sense.
My friend, you talk to me because you're taller than me now. You can talk to me anyhow. What's wrong with you? Or because you feel you smoke this nonsense? Are you mad?
See, you're not acting.
You two, are you acting? What do you go here to do? What do you go here to do?
But that's not the case.
You smoke this thing. You still smoke it. You still smoke it.
I don't smoke. I beg you.
I beg what? Don't tell me that nonsense. Okay. Today. These people will tell me if they built this house for me or I built it for myself. Alright. It's okay.
love, you're back.
Stop there. Give me my key. Move towards there. Stay in that second. Now. Where are you coming from? Where are you coming from that made you lock me out of my own house?
We went to the hospital.
What hospital?
I needed to see the doctor urgently, so we went to the hospital.
With whose money? No, with whose money now? Why are you such a liar? Why? How and why are you such a liar? Because I know when you asked me for money, I didn't give you money. So tell me now, with whose money?
My mother gave me money.
Your mother?
Yes.
Why are you such a liar? Why are you teaching this girl how to lie?
I am not lying.
You're lying! What do you mean you're not lying? You're lying!
Daddy, she's not lying. I was the one that actually told Grandma about her health condition and the fact that she needed money to go to the hospital.
So you believe you have a grandmother? You have a grandmother? That's what she told you. Why are you teaching this girl how to lie? Why? No, tell me why. Why are you teaching this girl how to lie? For what?
I'm not lying.
You're not lying.
I just told you.
My friend, keep quiet. So it has gotten to the point where both of you go to outsiders to gossip with my name,
Outsiders?
Yes!
I'm talking about my mother.
Which mother? Which mother? Do you have a mother? Somebody I don't know. Which mother? In fact, kneel down. Kneel down. I said kneel down. Kneel down, my friend. Kneel down. Kneel down.
I should kneel down.
Kneel down. I say kneel down.
I should kneel with her.
I say kneel down. Kneel down, my friend. Raise up your hands. Raise up your hands. Raise up your hands. Raise up your hands. And close your eyes. I said close your eyes, Joshua. Stay in that position. I'm watching you from here. Okay? Until the God that I serve gets into my mind. Then I look. I say close it. Till the God I serve gets into my mind, then I'll know what to do with two of you. You are here. You people.
So you mean after beating you and your daughter, for collecting money from your mother and going to the hospital yesterday, your husband didn't give you food?
We begged and begged and begged, but he refused. We knelt down to beg him last night. He refused.
I can't believe this.
He chased us out of his presence. Chizarama and I went to bed without eating anything.
Oh my God, I can't believe this.
It's unbelievable, but that's the truth.
So you mean this is what you've been passing through since I left this village? Who in this community could believe that Chukuma will turn out to be this kind of a beast?
It is confusing to me.
But why are you still with him? Despite everything he's doing to you.
Do I have a choice?
Yes, you do. Leave this man before he kills you. Please.
But I still love him, as my husband that he is. Besides, marriage is for better, for worse.
Babe, I can't believe you're the one talking like this. Can't you see? Your life is in danger with this man. This man will kill you.
Nkoli, my dear, my good friend, just pray for me. Pray to God and ask him to touch my husband so that he can change. Okay?
Okay, you say so. People tell me he's my father, but I find it very difficult to believe.
Why did you say so?
His wickedness towards us keep growing day by day. Do you know my mother and I didn't eat last night?
Why? Did you have food in your house?
We have more than enough. Just because I went to my grandmother to ask her for money for my mother to go to the hospital with. He got angry and denied us food.
This is really very bad.
If not for my mother, I would have stayed with my grandmother since.
Don't worry. All you need to do is to just put it in prayers.
And what are you girls putting into God's hands this time around? Oh, you girls have suddenly become deaf and dumb, right? My dear, have this at the back of your mind, that God has given us the power to do them on our own. Stop deceiving yourselves. If you don't mind, I suggest we go and get something. I came with some money.
Stop there, man. What's good about the afternoon? What's good about the afternoon when everything about the afternoon and you are bad? I have... Enter here. Enter that circle, also.
Is everything alright?
Neha, where are you coming from?
I'm coming back from the market.
What market? What market? No, tell me what market? Why is it that everything about you are all lies? Wait, do you think lies will save you in this situation?
I am not lying. I am coming back from the market. I went to get food stuff, as you can see.
You went to what market? See, why is it that you just like to lie? That you like lies, why?
My husband, stop saying this. I am not lying to you.
You're not lying to me.
I've never lied to you.
You've never lied to me.
Yes.
You never lied to me. What man did you go to see in the market?
Eh?
No. The question is actually, did you go to the market or you went to sell your own market? No. Look at it now. Because why are you dressed like this? Skimpy clothes, showing everything. Eh? What man did you go to see? See net. See, I can see everything. I can see everything. So what man did you go to see?
Me. See man. May the gods forbid.
May the gods forbid.
Yeah, no, I didn't go to see any man. I went to buy food stuff in the market, like I said before. This is my normal clothes. Yeah, I got for me.
Okay.
And you bought this dress for me.
Who bought what for you? Speaking of the gods, if I take you now, you this lying thing, if I take you to our village shrine to swear before the oracle that you didn't go to see a man, can you swear?
Yes, my husband, I will swear. If it will make you believe me, I will swear. I'm ready to swear to any oracle, any deity.
You're ready to swear?
Yes.
You're ready to swear? Okay. Now let me ask you this question again. If I take you to our village shrine to swear that today, you didn't use your eyes to see any man, can you swear?
Huh?
Eh? No. Can you swear?
How can I swear to that? I'm coming back from the market. Everybody did.
My friend, listen. You're lucky I'm in somehow, I don't know my kind of mood, but I know for sure that my mood is somehow good today. So in this your baby mood, go in, make anything you call food and bring it before me. You understand me? First of all, stay there. Where's your daughter?
She went to school.
She went to school. I know she's supposed to have come back by now. But go inside, make anything you call food and bring it before me. You understand? You can go. Leave my circle. And mind the way you match my tires. Mind the way you match my tires. Know your steps are always too hard. Go now. What are you doing here? Wake up, my friend. What? What are you doing in my room now? My friend, wake up! What are you doing in my room now?
Love, you're awake.
You were the one that asked me to come into the room and sleep with you.
Me?
Yes, you.
Ask you to sleep with me?
Yes.
Me?
Yes.
Are you mad? Baba, leave my room also. What is this now? Why do you want to kill me now? Why do you want to kill me now? What is this now? What is this? What did I do to you?
Chukuma, are you alright?
Did you say am I alright? Come on, go! Leave this place! Get out of this room! Leave this room! Am I alright? Antichrist.
Anebeli lori muru kamutojo kemeta iluru. Okeni wori wo mi metola kube mi voda na jame dare shamela weludo. Shukuma, what I see is greater than what you think.
Please, great one, what do you see?
What you are passing through is as a result of a woman in your life.
Ha! There, I know. Yes.
Ha! The woman is so powerful. That woman is so powerful that I can't talk about her. Her mission is to destroy your life completely.
Okay. Great one, so what do we do? What do we do, please? Anything, just tell me, please.
Bero manudo, bero mana pobrisi, bero manudo, bero mana pobrisi, bero ma. The antelope does not embark on a journey without asking for direction. The sky might be high, but their relationship to the earth is what matters. You shall go to Amumamiri River and fish by the middle of the day. You shall come back without looking back, and no one must see you while you fetch that water. At the middle of the night, you shall come out at the center of your compound. Take it. Speak to the egg while you look at the moon and say you set yourself free from that wicked woman. After speaking to the egg, you shall break the egg at the center of your compound. Wash your hands and your face with that water from Amumamiri River. When you do that, squeeze this and take the juice in your mouth while you go in to your house without looking back.
Is that all? Is that all you want me to do?
Drop your sacrifice for the gods while you live. Belo manudo, belo manakbobrisi, belo manudo, belo manakbobrisi, belo manudo, belo manakbobrisi, belo manudo. Drop it there! Belo manudo.
not possible, I beg. So you're saying I'm a liar now, eh?
Come on. Come on now. How can you say Nzubechi is a witch? A girl you've been living with for so many years is now a witch. Ha. If I don't know Nzubechi, I would have believed you, but no. See, Trauma, let me tell you the truth. Stop seeing all these native doctors or see all these DBS. Stop seeing them, oh. These are cheap fraudsters. They will mess you up.
The problem I have is because of this Nzubechi. How much you know Nzubechi? That is why I've gone for solution. You understand me? I've gone for solution. Because I'm not comfortable with the way you know Nzubechi, so I need to know the way you know Nzubechi.
Nzubechi is your wife now. I've known Nzubechi for so many years now through you.
But you know her.
You
know her, but myself, I don't know her. That is the problem. You understand? That's why I have gone to this place for solution. And by the time I finish what I'm doing, what they tell me to do, I will know the real truth of the reason you have the same nose with Chizaram.
Stop.
Chizaram has your nose. I'm not comfortable with that. You understand me? That's why I have gone for solution. No problem. I will know the reason. What is really going on?
Chukwuma.
The resemblance of you and Chizaram is
Chukwuma.
comfortable to me.
Chukwuma. Hey.
Chizaram, I still find it very difficult to understand why your father decided to change that way. He used to be a very nice man before.
I think what we should be talking about is solution, and not this nonsense you are saying. That he used to be a very nice man doesn't change the fact that he's turned into a beast. Huh? A beast for that matter.
Shut up. It's okay. Onwaku is right though. Oh, my father is gradually turning into a beast. I understand how you feel, but I want you to know that God is the only solution here. Let's all go to him in prayer and believe that all will be well again.
When will all be fine? Eh? Oluchi, tell me, when will all be fine? For me, I don't think prayer is the solution here. Chiza, you need to teach that man a lesson. You need to teach that man a serious lesson. And leave him to stay in that stupid house all alone.
How can you say such a thing? Huh? Don't you know that leaving him means a broken home, and that is not good?
And so?
Okay. My father needs to be taught a serious lesson. Whoa. I wish my mother would listen to me on this.
Yeah. And I don't like this idea.
You don't need to like it. But God knows I said what is in my mind.
Chiza, please don't listen to this girl. This is a very bad advice. Very bad advice.
Chiza, I'm your friend and a sister, for that matter. You need to listen to me.
Right.
You don't even know what is wrong.
Leave me.
Come on, keep quiet. Nonsense.
Emeka, are you very sure of what you just told?
Father, it doesn't look like I'm joking. I'm telling you the truth. I met him on my way to Ume's. I had to come back immediately to inform you.
I think Chukwuma is no longer alright. He has gone mad.
You think so, Papa?
If he's not mad, what on earth could make him do what he did? I wish I know who is behind this.
What are you talking about?
Nothing. It's okay, don't worry yourself. I will think out the best way to handle this situation. Thank you for your wonderful information. I appreciate
I'm talking, you're doing what? Eh? Who took it? Because I know my egg. Somebody put another one there. So who took the egg? Because I dropped that egg. Who took it?
My husband, let me explain to you, please. It was a mistake. She thought it was the one I asked her to use. So when I found out that she has used the one you kept, I bought another one and replaced it. Sorry, please.
You what? Wait. Simply because I came back, dropped the egg on the table, and then I went out to go and get something very important to me. You did what? You used it to do what? So prepare.
The way serve you is very tasty. You will like it. It is spicy.
This thing. You like to prepare. You saw me. You like. Oh, you like to.
We're sorry.
You are done. You are done for. You like to.
We're sorry.
You like to.
Please, we are sorry. We are very sorry. Please, we are sorry.
You like to. You will sleep now. You like to.
Please, we are sorry. Please, beg your father. Use your voice.
Please,
Daddy, please. It won't happen again.
Leave this house. Leave this house. This house. If I ever see you here again, I will kill you. I'll tell you, I will kill you. You blast. God damn you. You're dead. It was a mistake. You are here. Be here. Still a mistake.
It won't happen again.
Be here. Still a mistake.
It won't happen again. Please, it won't happen again. My love, because for the sake of our daughter, please. Please, it won't happen again. It was a mistake. Elsa, please, it was a mistake. It won't happen again.
Daddy, sorry, please. Daddy, sorry.
Please, it won't happen again. I promise.
Daddy.
Go. You are here. Just stay here. You blast stay here. Pick your bag.
She won't do it again.
I said pick your bag and go.
It was a mistake.
I said pick your bag and go.
Hey, my love, please, it won't happen again. It was a mistake, please. Go, make it.
Daddy, I'm sorry. Daddy, please.
Please, it won't happen again.
Pick your bag. I said pick your bag. Bag. You people, you.
Uncle, that was what happened.
Are you sure you did not do anything to him apart from what you just told me now?
Mbano, I didn't do anything to him. What I told you here is nothing but the truth. You can ask my daughter.
Yes, Uncle. What my mother is saying is the truth.
Papa, Chukwuma is not well. I mean, Chuma is not himself at all. You have to do something really fast.
Of course I must do something. I have to do something. I get weapon I can no fe to pour Emeka, go and tell Chukwuma that Ojukwu wants to see him right away.
Okay, I'll do that now.
It's okay. Make yourselves comfortable in this room until I hear from Chukwuma.
Thank you.
After Zube tried to kill me several in my dream, then I deemed it fit and necessary to go to one Dibia. Then the Dibia now said that he's going to solve everything for me. He told me about the woman now Zube now. Now, Dibia now gave me some leaves. He gave me an egg. Dibia now said I should go to Amama River. Told me everything to do. You understand me? Now, I went with the egg and the leaves to my house. I dropped the egg and the leaves in my house, took jerrycan, went straight to Amama River. On returning, I went to look for the egg and the leaves. Opening the bag where I put them, I now noticed that the egg was missing and replaced. The egg was taken actually and replaced criminally. Of course, I knew who did it now. I know the people living in my house. So I went to the thief. I said, Nzube, where is my egg? Nzube, where is my egg? Because I know my egg. I know my egg very well. Where is my egg? And why did you replace it? Nzube now said that she had to use it to make noodles. Noodles. She took my egg to make noodles. Can you imagine? Why that egg? Why? I'm telling you, Nzube is a witch. Because why would she use the egg to do the noodles? Why? No, tell me why, and why would she be criminal to replace it? Nzube ate that egg because she didn't want me to perform that sacrifice that will expose her. Sacrifice that will expose her.
This is very strange. Very strange. Chupoma. Are you sure of what you have just told me?
I'm telling you, Nzube is a witch. She is a witch. How did she know of that egg? Why did she replace the egg criminally?
See. I honestly don't believe that Nzubechi and her daughter have anything to do with witchcraft.
So what are you saying? Are you trying to say our great DB is a liar?
Yes, and you're delusional.
And you're stupid. You're very stupid. Look at you. Quiet. Let me think.
Nzubechi, I want you to tell me nothing but the truth. I love you so much. But not love, I adore you because you're a special woman in this family. So I will believe whatever you tell me. But I don't want you to deceive me, because if I find out, I'm sorry. Nzube, are you in any way, either directly or indirectly, involved in witchcraft?
Uncle, how can you ask me that question? Uncle, I am not a witch. God knows I am not a witch. My hands are clean. I am not a witch.
So you really want me to believe what you have just said?
Oh, I am ready to swear by Ajani and my late father's grave. In fact, I am ready to swear by any deity or oracle just to prove my innocence. My hands are clean. I am innocent. I am not a witch.
It's okay. What do you have to say about the egg your husband brought home?
Honestly, Uncle, I didn't know that the egg was for something else. I didn't even see the eggs. Zara, my daughter, took the eggs to prepare noodles. Like I instructed her. I told her I would keep eggs for her in the parlor. So she took it thinking it's the one I told her that I would keep. And when I found out what happened, I replaced the eggs immediately. If Zara knew that the egg belonged to her father, she would not go close to them. She would not go close to it. I know my daughter.
It's alright, I've heard what you said. But I want you to get one thing into your skull. Oh, Simanagi Buyabo. Namadama. Baboso. I will advise you to go to your father's house for now, while I put things in order. You have to go to your father's house. I can quick as now. Here, no borrow jockey and not no You need to go back to your father's house. Tanjiro will try to hand and me.
No, Mama. Stop crying. Crying will not solve this matter. Do you not help us now?
Mama, you don't understand. My husband had the mind to accuse me of witchcraft. Mama, me, a witch!
But you are not a witch. And I know very well that I have nothing to do with witchcraft. So, stop worrying yourself. Everything will be alright. You know, go.
Mommy, don't worry. We all know you're innocent.
I know that whatever that is making Chukwuma to act like this is not ordinary. One day he will come back to his senses and come begging on his knees.
No, Grandma. Ha. We can't go back to that evil man.
Have you forgotten that it's your father we are talking about?
I'm sorry about that, Grandma, but I can't have a beast like him as a father.
Chizzy.
So Chukwuma has succeeded in sending Nzubechi and her daughter back.
Oh, he thinks that is the best thing for him to do.
Father, to be very honest with you, I'm not happy with you.
What's the problem?
I thought you were going to kick against Chukwuma's decision, but you disappointed me.
Emeka, listen to me. What an elder sees sitting down, a child like you will never see it. If you like, climb the tallest of the trees. I am not a fool. I asked them to go for a reason. Yes.
And what could that reason be?
Good. If you allow them to stay together, that is putting the lives of Nzube and that of her daughter at risk. Chukwuma might get up one day and kill both of them, and you cannot do anything. It becomes a history. So I want, what is that his name? Chukwuma to stay alone, so that his senses will return back to him.
Yeah, Chukwuma's life now is so annoying. I wish I had my way. I would have dealt with him severely.
It's alright. He will surely come back to his senses. What you need to do now is just forget about him for now. Okay? Otako si danger.
Chukwuma, how can you chase your wife and your daughter out of the house?
See, is that what you're here to talk about? Please, I don't want to talk about unimportant people, eh? These people are aliens.
Chukwuma, important. This is very, very important. This is the only thing we should even be talking about.
The only thing you should be talking about is the welfare of your cousin, not those
cousin?
people.
Which cousin? See, I'm tired of these your cock and bull stories. It does not make any sense to anyone. Huh? Come on. Look at that beautiful woman and her intelligent daughter. You just send them away from your house, your own children. You just want to suffer those poor people for nothing. Nah, yeah, in my work, law. It's not good, though. It's not good. You're heartless, oh.
Emeka, are you serious?
What do you mean by am I serious? Okay, what about Chizaram? You said the mother is a witch. Is Chizaram also a witch? Why do you send her away?
Emeka. Emeka. How old is Chizaram?
15 years old. 15 years old. A small girl.
So you even know her age? Because I don't know. She's 15. Emeka. That girl is in secondary school. She's a small girl. Emeka.
What are you trying to say?
Emeka. I see you here, eh? I see prison here. I see prison here. I see prison around you. Emeka. Are you sure in one way, anyhow way, you're not interested in Chizaram?
Are you okay? You're not interested in
That girl is like a daughter to me.
Or she is your daughter. Yes, because the way you are interested in this girl, this is our girl. It's either you're having something with her, or you're planning to, or you are her father.
Ha! It's your drug.
Zeke, come back, oh. Come back, let us talk about your daughter's welfare. Let's talk about how she will go to university. Emeka? Is that what you're here to talk about? Please, I don't want to talk about unimportant people, eh? These people are aliens.
Chukoma, you are the important. This is very, very important. This is the only thing we should even be talking about.
The only thing you should be talking about is the welfare of your cousin, not those
cousin.
people.
Which cousin? See, I'm tired of these your cock and bull stories. It does not make any sense to anyone. Huh? Come on. Look at that beautiful woman and her intelligent daughter. You just send them away from your house, your own children. You just want to suffer those poor people for nothing. Nah, yeah, in my work, law. It's not good, though. It's not good. Emeka. You're heartless, oh.
Emeka, are you serious?
What do you mean by am I serious? Okay, what about Chizaram? You said the mother is a witch. Is Chizaram also a witch? Why do you send her away?
Emeka. Emeka. How old is Chizaram?
15 years old. 15 years old. A small girl.
So you even know her age? Because I don't know. She's 15. Emeka. That girl is in secondary school. She's a small girl. Emeka.
What are you trying to say?
Emeka. I see you here, eh? I see prison here. I see prison here. I see prison around you. Emeka. Are you sure in one way, anyhow way, you're not interested in Chizaram?
Are you okay?
You're not interested in Chizaram?
That girl is like a daughter to me.
Or she is your daughter. Yes, because the way you are